Why yogis sense events before they happen. How do some beings seem to know before the phone rings, before someone speaks, before something happens, not as a guess, not as a theory, but as a silent knowing, settled, certain, before the world confirms it. In the ancient yogic traditions, this is not a supernatural gift. It is the natural capacity of a still mind, not prophecy, not fortune-telling, but attuning to the undercurrents of cause before they appear as effect. Today, we explore why deep practitioners, those immersed in silence and expanded awareness, often sense events before they happen, and why this sensitivity is not a power to chase, but a byproduct of alignment with reality itself. Section 1. The Field of Subtle Causation. To understand this, we must first revisit the nature of reality as seen through the yogic lens. In modern thought, cause and effect appear linear. Action, reaction, past, present, future. But in the Vedic view, cause is subtle and effect is dense, which means every event begins long before it appears. It starts in the causal field, a realm of impressions, energies, and unseen currents that later condense into form. The yogi, sitting in deep awareness, is not perceiving the future. They are sensing the subtle causality already unfolding. It's not prediction, it's perception at the seed level. Section 2. What makes the mind able to sense? The average mind is noisy, reactive, full of its own thoughts. It cannot hear the quiet signals of the field. But the yogi trains to become silent, to reduce inner interference, to sit at the still point of awareness. And in that silence, they become sensitive to breath, to emotion, and eventually to time itself. Here's what enables this. Pratyahara, withdrawal of senses inward. Antarmona, deep inner silence. Chitta-shuddhi, purification of mental impressions. Samyama, sustained meditative absorption on subtle realities. These aren't powers. They are the side effects of surrender, discipline, and presence. And when the surface of the mind is still, even the smallest ripples are visible. Section 3. The fabric of time is not rigid. According to the Yoga Vasistha, time is a mental projection, born of movement in consciousness. This means that time is not fixed. It's not a container. It's a function of perception. And when perception expands, so does access to time. The yogi sitting in stillness is not bound to clock time. They are immersed in field time, a state in which moments blur, where the boundary between before and after softens. And in this space, the energetic signature of future events can be felt. Before the call is made, before the words are spoken, before the ripple becomes a wave. Section 4. Intuition versus insight versus Siddhi. It's important to distinguish. Intuition is emotional and often imprecise. Insight is reflective understanding. Yogic perception of pre-events is something deeper. It is a kind of still seeing, an awareness that observes how the inner field shifts just before something unfolds externally. For example, a yogi may feel an unease in the heart moments before hearing of a loved one's distress, or a surge of clarity just before someone confesses a truth, or a shift in vibration before an earthquake, a storm, or a collective change. They are not reading thoughts. They are attuned to the etheric field where all things begin. Section 5. How karma rises into consciousness. Karma does not strike randomly. It rises like mist, subtle, then visible, then overwhelming. The advanced yogi, by remaining in present stillness, can feel the early signatures of karma before they bloom into outer form. This is what some texts call adrishta, the unseen, but through stillness it becomes visible. This is why some beings can warn others, change their actions, or simply remain at peace in the face of events. They are not controlling life. They are aligned with the river before it turns. Section 6. Cultivating this sensitivity. This capacity is not reserved for monks or masters. It begins with presence. Here's how to develop it. 1. Begin a practice of daily silence, even 10 minutes. 2. Journal your inner shifts and what follows. You'll see patterns. 3. Observe energy before content. Feel the emotion before labeling it. 4. Rest in open awareness. Don't seek thoughts. Let awareness expand. 5. Chant mantras softly to stabilize the field, then sit in stillness. 6. Develop breath awareness. Most pre-events begin as subtle breath shifts. With time, you will notice. The body knows before the mind. The heart feels before the world confirms. And you begin to live in tune with the currents beneath the surface. Final reflection. The true yogi does not read the future. They simply stop clinging to the present so tightly that time opens like a flower. They live in the subtle, and because of that, they sense what others only realize later. This is not a miracle. It is presence, refined, radiant, ready. And the more still you become, the more clearly you'll hear it. The whisper before the word, the movement before the action, the truth before the event. If this teaching stirred something deep within you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and stay connected to these sacred transmissions. Our next video is titled The 12,000-Year Breath Cycle, Cosmic Breathing and Inner Silence. It explores the vast rhythms of the cosmos mirrored in your breath, and how tuning into these rhythms can open the gateway to stillness. I'll see you there.